Oh, he's going to have a really sore neck in the morning. Shall we, okay. That cannot be comfortable. So, there you go, buddy. Is anything else here? Right.
Those cops won't be a problem anymore.
Too bad. I was just starting to warm up to them.
I can try and get some more down here if that's what you want.
No. It is better this happens now before I become too attached. You mind untying me?
Sure.
So, was it Tibor or Adela that asked you to help me? Or something else?
I have a job to do, and you're a means to getting it done, regardless of why the cops were doing what they were doing.
Well, you know cops, right? Assholes do not need a reason.
I do know cops, and whether it's right or wrong, there's always a reason.
Look, all I know is that since the Ruzicka bombing, the police have been cracking down on us hard. They suspect Ark, of course, but they're blaming every og. For most of them, it's just another excuse to hurt us.
I thought you weren't a member of ARC.
My brother is. I just repair things for them sometimes. Heating units, security cameras. It is how I earn a living for my family.
Do you know if ARC was responsible for the Ruzicka bombing?
No. And I do not want to know. After this, I am done with them. Being associated with ARC. Even if they are our only hope, it is not worth the pain. Look, you want to know what ARC is up to? You're going to have to ask them yourself.
Fair enough. How do I do that?
When you have robbed the man of all, the things... He is no longer the... He has no more of... Shit. Power. Something. Freedom. How does it go?
Are you feeling alright?
It is this week's passphrase. It is Selznick or Solzhenitsyn. Ah, I got it. When you rob a man of everything, he is no longer in your power. He is free again. Just remember the quote. It'll get you past Lubosh. He guards the way to the Ark elevator. Just repeat the quote, and he will let you in.
This'll help, thank you.
It is the least I can do. Thanks to you, I get to sleep in my own bed tonight.
Ah. Smooth operator. You guys all sleeping still. Good. I didn't accidentally kill any of you, did I? No, you're asleep. Looked like I broke your back. You're still asleep. Alright, awesome. Did I come from... Ah, there he is. Okay, let me just check. So, talk to Lobos. Sam was very grateful once I freed him. He told me the passphrase that Ark is using this week and suggested mention it to a man named Lubos. Find him watching an elevator on the first floor of the market. Okay.
Just leave me alone, Wrench.
Prison within a prison. That makes no sense.
Let's just not bother him. Is that not where I came in and dropped down? Yeah. Ah. Oh, so I didn't need to go through there. I just could have just moved that and it would have been alright. So where do I go from here then?
Please, help my brother.
It's done, buddy. It's done. I need to find out where I'm supposed to be going from here. There. Oh, are you kidding me? He's going off that way. Yeah. Oh, safe.
I think I have tuberculosis.
You can't have TB. We cured that.
No, we can treat it with medicine. But when's the last time you heard of any medicine being delivered to this hellhole?
Why does the eyesight thing affect
Some blood specks.
the hearing? Strange.
You can't just walk away from me.
Oh, I need to look out for some ebooks now because I think I'm in the market. So, am I in the market yet? I'm not sure. No.
You heard about the bombing at the train station?
Terrible. I still can't believe Art would do such a thing.
They did it. Ark was brutal.
You can't just walk away from me.
Mr. Jensen, this is Otar Botkovere. I hear you are in the Utulek complex.
Keeping tabs on me, Botkovelli?
It is time for that favor you owe me. There is a shopkeeper named Galwa in the Sentry markets. I want you to eliminate him.
I'm not in the assassination game.
How you take care of this problem is your business, but I expect you to keep your word.
Sorry, people, but that guy was beating him up. As long as they don't set off an alarm, we'll be alright. They can be in a panic as much as they want. Can I...
Je to tady jak na skládce.
One step at a time. Just remember that.
Just, well, I don't know what they were arguing about, what was going on. I just saw him hit him and I was like, no, I'm not having that.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Just. Case, because I shouldn't be in here. I'm not bothered about the gun. Well, I could sell it, I suppose, if I've got room for it. No. It's going to send him into a panic. I'm surprised if that hasn't. I really don't get this. Breaking that sometimes sends him into an absolute panic. Sometimes it doesn't though. Haven't quite worked out that. I kind of miss what what Otar was saying. There we go. Before leaving Prague, I agreed to do a favour for Otar Batukaveli. Now the cunning bastard wants to cash in. He expects me to eliminate Louis Gallos. Well, I'm not going to do that. I will tell him to get the hell out of here.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
What's a supply crate? Crate of supplies. Yeah. What for? Sure, that will come in handy for something. No, come on, seriously. There's the bottle right there.
Ty nevypadáš, jako bys patřil se mnou. It's just not fair. I thought that having a baby would be the greatest day of our lives. But now...
No, I'm scared too. How about some basic human decency?
Is it right, do you think, for us to bring a baby into the world? What kind of parents would force their child to grow up in a place like this?
You're suggesting, I think you're suggesting. I don't know.
Why?
You look new.
You alright?
Don't try anything.
Why do they all of a sudden... It's like it's been fine, and then all of a sudden they're like... Is it because I left the door open? Probably because I left the door open. I wasn't happy with me leaving the door open. Anyway, there was an ebook in here. Flesh and Chrome, Chapter 9, Thumper. The closed circuit club was busy. Cogs and cog lovers. I didn't get on with either, but it was the only lead I had. A rooster was all lit up and crowing on stage. He sounded good, looked even better, maybe even good enough to change my mind about the place. I signalled the bartender. He'd already been pouring a couple of fingers of his cheapest rotgut. He slid the glass over. Help ya? You the manager? His face twisted into what we could only guess was a grin. His left eye was augmented. I don't know what he was seeing, but he was eyeballing me like I was blue. Closest we've got, $3. Know her? Sure. Hopped tables for her. Belt out a tune once in a while. What? He got real quiet real quick and his eyes fixed on something past my shoulder. What's this? Little Natch asking questions? I turned slow and steady, keeping my right arm behind me. On the bar, close to the small of my back, there were 5 of them, and a few more were getting up from their tables. The mouth was a big one, rough and auged. They all were. I got your answers right here. He raised an arm, and the metal stump where his hand should have been started pistoning like a slow-motion jackhammer. I smiled, and I finally got a grip of the pineapple I'd been digging for. P14 EMAG, EM pulsar. I always kept one in the rear hip holster. These boys would be waking up with a hell of a headache in the morning. Has the panic ended now? Yeah. Strange. Is there, hang on a minute. Is there a computer in there? Yeah, there was. How did I miss that?
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Got it. Didn't get the data though. Right. Audrey Stanton. I've been looking over records here at Utilette Company and I'm seeing some pretty scary infant mortality numbers. I'm going to run through the math again, but if these numbers hold up, I'm going to have to recommend that all women have pregnancy tests before being sent here. What kind of numbers? We knew IMR were going to be higher given all the environment factors. You need to understand that Utilette is basically a micro third world. Not every child is going to survive. I did the math again. It's worse than I thought. IMR is 4 in 10, of which 90% are preterm births. Chris, I am deeply concerned. We can't have women giving birth in this place. 4 in 10? Jesus. Okay, give me some time, week tops, to sort this out with the board. In the meantime, I want you to get all of your patients on a course of antenatal corticosteroids. I'll get back to you. I've spoken to Dollarhide. He's going to raise the alarm on the IMR inside Utilec. He said that the pool you're getting your numbers from is too shallow to be accurate. Fucking bureaucrat. Did you know he's a Santeau shareholder? Probably trying to protect his goddamn investment. Sorry. Anyways, I'm going to keep pushing this on my end. I think it's time to call in a very overdue favour. Do you do your best to keep your patients healthy? Chat soon. I read that one. What am I doing? Okay, greetings Doctor. I have just learned of the disturbing facts that you have uncovered at the Utilette complex. It is safe to say that this news has affected me greatly. It's also safe to say that Atticus Dollarhide is no longer in charge of things, nor is he a Santeau Group shareholder. Your colleague Dr. Davis is in charge now, and he and I are in the process of organising to have you and your patients transferred to a temporary facility in preparation for permanent relocation to our new Rabius site. The nursery program at Utilette complex is to be scuttled immediately. I owe you a great debt of gratitude, Doctor. Thank you for your keen eye and your humanitarian spirit. Every life matters. Regards, Nathaniel. Mr. Brown, how can I properly express my appreciation for your actions? I cannot thank you enough. Also, if I may say so, it is a personal honour to me to receive those compliments from your beacons such as yourself. I will begin preparations to have my patients ready for when the transport arrives. These women and their children deserve to have a chance at a future. You are giving them that chance. Thanks, Dr. Audrey Stanton. You are receiving this with me because I am out of office. Alright. That was a credit chip then. It's like, wow, just in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, well, Tibor almost certainly is. I took some kind of passcode, the key card off him. I've got a good idea what it's for, too. And if it is, proves he's armed. No, an elevator. Useless to us. Unless we want to start a real war. Which we don't. He's a small fish, for sure. And Deshaun, probably not even involved, but let's not throw either back without getting something out of it.
Interesting.
Okay, check in later. Over and out.
He said he's got Tuba's keycard. Let's follow him. See if he goes somewhere where I can maybe get it off him.
All you ever talk about is Rabia. He said that about this.
Hello.
Need one.
To jest myśli.
Messy, I can tell.
Tutaj jest spousta pracy w Hongkongu.
Hopefully somewhere where he's, you know, out of the way. We'll just put this penguin down.
This ends in a bad way.
Oh, this looks like a nice little blaze.
Well, you're a fancy client, aren't you? I don't know who you were. Stay out of my way, unless you want to see the inside of the cell.
Good night. Ah.
Chicane. Tell Miller the mission's back on track. I've got an elevator passkey that'll get me into ARC territory.
Copy that. I'll do a flyby up ahead, get you the lay of the land. Hit me up when you're through.
Keycard used to access the elevator in ARC's living quarters. That will, yeah, I'm not turning that on. Anyway, I think I'm going to have to stop there, guys. I've been recording for well over 3-4 hours now, so thanks for watching. We'll be making some more progress on this. Hopefully we'll get this guy to where he needs to go to get that trophy, and I'll see you on my next session. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you then. Bye. Howdy, what's happening everyone? My name's Hal. Welcome back to some more Deus Ex Mankind Divided. And we are in the Utilex complex. This guy's got some funky coloured hair.
I finally have some money and tried to buy food. But there is no food.
Plenty of sauce though. Right, where is... Oh yeah, I knocked that bloke out down there, didn't I? Is he still there? Yeah, there he is. Right, cool. I think I know what I'm doing. Where's the... There he is. My little golden penguin. I was exploring this area, wasn't I? I came up the stairs there, and then that's when I met that. Yeah, okay. Right, let's go around and...
Can you believe that the people responsible for this prison want us to pay for the right to move to a free city?
Time to raid.
If that happens, she'll take a heart.
Oh, I think there might be an ebook around this somewhere.
A hele, co se sem blíží.
Not ARC for sure.
Ooh, it was nothing. There we go. Santeau, rise of Corpo-nation growth. Santeau's initial successes allowed them to quickly grow into an international company. Their early strategy for growth and a prosperous future was the acquisition of land, great swaths of cheap land in various countries around the world. Useless land, it was thought, land in the middle of nowhere. However, much of the acreage was lying atop freshwater aquifers. By the early 2000s, Santeau's Water was the major water treatment and supply conglomerate on the globe and controlled much of the planet's fresh water. The water wars were already won before they had ever even begun. For the next 25 years, Santeau Environment acquired smaller companies and influence. The expansion was meteoric and their rise funded many fortunes. When the Earth's population boomed beyond the 10 billion mark, Santeau was in position to take advantage. They diversified. Agriculture was the new game, and they had thousands of acres of land ready to be cultivated. Their water distributed infrastructure already in place. Santeau effectively became the world leader in food production and distribution virtually overnight. A Santeau group was formed. Typical. Company taking over the world with food.
I can't afford to give away food for free. You have more food than you need. Maybe today, but what about tomorrow? My
Oh.
business is the only thing keeping me from turning into you. Go!
Doesn't look like he's got anything anyway. Looking for goodies. There was someone, like, hiding in there. I can drop down from above or something. Okay.
Polished asshole. Is there something I can help you with?
You're Lubosh, right? Dushin Sokol told me Ark might have the answers I'm looking for. He sent me to you.
Dushin? I heard the police had him and his brother Tibor locked up in the Narrows.
Yeah, the cops were working Dushin over pretty good when I found him. Wasn't exactly a fair fight, so I stepped in.
Is he okay?
He'll be fine. Looking forward to sleeping in his own bed tonight.
Not a lot of people in here would be bothered to stop and help out the stranger.
What was happening wasn't right.
You took on the police by yourself, on their own turf?
And then Dushin pointed me to you.
He was right to do so, but I'm sure he would have given you something more. Some wisdom, maybe?
When you've robbed a man of everything, he's no longer in your power. He's free again.
Spoken like a true brother of the revolution. I think I even heard conviction in your voice. I'll unlock the elevator for you. Go on up.
I've got a keycard anyway. Oh wow, look at that. Getting things done, smooth operator. Twice.
How did you get involved with Ark?
I used to load freight for the Czech railway in Ostrava. After the incident, my employers were afraid of me. I was fired. So like most of the augmented in the country, I drifted into Prague, unlicensed and homeless. The police swept me up in a sewer raid one night, put a round in my leg and dumped me here. It wasn't long before Talos found me.
And he gave you work?
He gave me purpose. He's the reason I'm still alive.
What can you tell me about Talos?
First time I met him, he's cutting a bullet out of me while trying to explain the history of the Gulag. He has his hand stuck in my leg, and he's encouraging me to study Stalinist labor camps. 3 months later, I pass him in the throat, and he says, "Lubosh, how's the leg? Are you studying the Gulag like I suggested?" Remembered me like it was yesterday.
Sounds like he has a good memory.
No, I mattered to him. Me, a nobody, mattered to a great man like Talos Rucker. That's the kind of man he is.
Dushin said some of the police are using the Ruzika bombing as an excuse to hurt the augmented in Gollum City. Why do you think that is?
They're trying to manufacture a response from Talos to get Ark to fight back.
Violence begets violence.
That's right. And if Ark responds violently, then their case against us only builds. But Talos is too smart. He won't allow Ark to be baited into a false confession, even if it means that the people we've sworn to protect are hurt.
Great, thanks.
Alright, that's that one. Still need to find... Get rid of talk to Louis Galos. That one there, yeah. Tibor told me about a local merchant named Louis Galos who smuggles items into Ark for Rocco. If I talk to him, I might be able to convince him to smuggle me in. His shop's on the second floor of the market.
Holy shit.
Up there. Oh, yes. More praxis kits. Have I been up here? I don't think I have.
Are you nuts? What the fuck's the matter with you?
Then
You got to need to walk around.
Holy cow. What's going on in there? Oh.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Wow. Okay. This place has been cleaned out. Or they all shot themselves. Might have been a suicide. I might find out if I hack the computer. Oh, safe. Anna is pregnant. I won't bring another child into this world. I can't. I tried to do right as a father and as a husband, but the fact is we are here in this place, this life, because of me. Albert, my brother, my friend, I think that this is the last time we will talk in this life. Tu autem domen misera nobis. Don't know what that means, but coming to see you as soon as I can. The Cyclops has us pulling double shifts right now for God knows what reason. Let's talk tonight about what's going on with you and Anna, okay? It'll be fine. Trust me. Whatever it is, we can work it out together as a family. I love you, brother, Albert. No. Looks like they all died. Right, let's have a look at the computer. Oh, no. No. That's what I had to do. Right, level 2. Alright, let's find out why these people are all dead. Is it just the pregnancy? Okay. Data's all the way over there. Is it 100 experience? I need to go all the way around anyway.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Hello Anna, I processed the samples you gave me yesterday. Normally this would be the part where I say congratulations, but I know this isn't the answer you're going to want to hear. Regardless, here it is, you are pregnant. Now, with the nursery closed, it's obvious that we have to get you out of Gotham City if you plan to keep on keeping the baby. Do you still plan on keeping the baby? I'm not going to preach, but you know my feelings on this. Of course, I respect that it is your decision. I only ask that you think of what it means if your decision is final. I would refrain from telling Carl until we can work this out. Just remember that you're not alone, Anna. I won't let you down. Your friend, Martine. Nope. Too late for that. Oh, it's already unlocked. Cal, just what you always wanted. I dropped the hardware off your place, but be careful with it. Lock it in your safe and don't let your family accidentally stumble on it. If the cops find out you're packing, you'll be in serious trouble and Ark isn't going to be able to help you. Max. Yeah. This is really depressing. he's just out of it. Oh, look, hello. Global Politics Review 2029 edition, Chapter 1 Overview. The shockwaves caused by the tragedy of the Aug incident continue to resonate around the world. Major economies crumbled in the wake of the event and are still struggling to find purchase even 2 years later. The countries struck hardest follow the demographic spread of augmented peoples worldwide. As expected, first world nations were greatly impacted, mostly where the technological fields are concerned. Developing countries with burgeoning economies were also hit hard as infrastructure and construction were brought to a standstill. The gap, some pundits contend, may be filled by resource-rich third-world nations that were left relatively untouched by the incident. Politically speaking, many are as volatile as ever. However, many large multinationals are willing to take the risk and have even taken to establishing joint corporate governments in some smaller nations.
Neumím anglicky. To já nevím. Santeau, je už nějaký čas, sázka na jistotu. Ale...
Edward Braun. You shouldn't have ended up here.
A lot of people shouldn't have. Don't worry. I don't blame you. You're not the one who brought me here. You're just a man who didn't go out of his way. Makes you no different than anyone else.
I'm sorry, Edward.
The police came for me shortly after you left. At least now there is no more waiting in fear. No more wondering whether or not they will come. And I see I'm not the only one who got caught.
That's not exactly why I'm here.
Uh-huh. Well, I won't ask. But I will ask if you have any neuropozyne. It is in very high demand here. There is a terrible shortage.
Here. It's the least I can do.
Thank you. And just so you know, it's not your fault I'm here. It's just the way things are now. A fitting place for a monster. Leave me alone, please.
Sorry, Edward. I couldn't do both your cards. I could only do the one. I'm stealing all your stuff. I assume it's your stuff. Right, what's this bit? That's a newspaper. So I've been over there, Should use a praxis up really. I'll just do that. I'm gonna get this because I'm using this a lot. I might do that for recharge. Reduce the delay time between biocell depletion and regeneration. I'm really tempted to get one level of stealth to help my hacking a little bit. Decrease the likelihood of detection during hacking attempts. Yeah, why not? I know I was going to save some of my practices just to keep them spare, but nah. I think that's good.
You need something?
Where's the shopkeeper? Is he up? He's up there, isn't he? Yeah. Could I just jump in there?
Helen, koukejte odsud.
Let's go down first.
I just yelled at the shopkeeper for having no food. It's not their fault, but...
Bez urážky. Ale já už mám dneska fakt
What is that? Entity. Oh, there's another ebook. Right, promise of a better life. The promise of augmentation is the promise of better health, better employment opportunities, and a greater sense of personal and collective empowerment. It is the promise of a better life. And yet many of us cannot help but feel as though we are held back by the limits of modern design, held back by legal restrictions, held back by other people's prejudices and fears of progress. The Santeau group understands why you become augmented. It understands your concerns and shares your ideals. After having successfully carried out countless reconstructions and recovery projects across the globe, the Santeau group is now dedicated to revolutionising the spaces we inhabit. Rabia is a new city for a new age, a self-sufficient safe haven relying on renewable energy and a zero-waste ecology. A better life demands a better city, and now, thanks to Rabia, both are possible. The promise awaits.
I just learned. Right around here, there's a guy selling some wicked grey market tech.
That's so much better. It's lasting so long now.